Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling. The next in my Learning Through Pictures series, we're doing part 2 of our little unit on directions. So in the last class we talked more about two-dimensional directions and locations using a city map. In this hour we're going to talk about three-dimensional locations and directions, how to talk about moving through space. But first, a little bit about me. I'm John Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. Here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. But please tune in to the new words when you are speaking. Use them actively so I can correct you and give you feedback. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And right now on screen, you're going to see the second. There we go. Instead of my face, you're going to see the second of our locations. This is our three-dimensional location map. Let me see if I can just make it a little bit smaller so you can see everything in one go. There you go. All right. So for this map, we've got different kinds of things that you'll find in a typical city. They're numbered from 1 to, I think it's 29. So we've got 29 things that we can describe in this map. Now what I want you to do is I want you to use, in the beginning, we can just talk about where things are from a stationary point of view. So we can use simple location words. But the second time we go around, I'd like to do it in a more sophisticated way, where we have to talk about moving through space. You'll see that sometimes we have to say things differently than we would when we're just looking at a map. So we could start maybe by talking about where some things are. So let's see. Natalia, where's the neon sign in the map? Where's the neon sign?
Can you repeat?
Sure. Oops, let me get my map on screen. Where is the neon sign in the map? The neon sign. Where is it?
Neon side? What does it mean?
Ah.
I don't know this word.
Neon is a bright color light. Neon is like bright red, bright green, bright blue. So, do you see a neon sign somewhere? Where do you think it is?
One moment, please. Number 7, maybe number 7.
Maybe number 7? Where is number 7? Oh, well, no, that's not. That could be, but that probably doesn't have any light coming out of it. I was looking at number 1. Can you see number 1?
Number 1. Ah, okay, yeah, I see number 1.
Okay, good. So if you had to describe where it was, what location words could you say to describe the three-dimensional place that it's located? We're going to use three-dimensional words now. So it's not just to the right, to the left. We have to go in 3 directions. So the simplest directions are above and below, right? Those are the simplest ones. How would you describe where the neon sign is?
The neon sign is above the window.
It's above the window of the what? Of the
cafe.
Good. It's above the window of the cafe. Okay. Now we can add something to this. We can say where the cafe is. Where is the cafe?
The cafe is on the corner.
On the corner. Right, on the corner of the street. It's on the corner. So put that all together and you've got a very sophisticated sounding answer. Put that all together now. There's a neon sign where?
Mm,
So Natalia, you're going to put together all the information you just said into one sentence. Okay?
okay, I'll try.
Try.
I should say about the neon sign, right?
For the moment, yes. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Can you type this word, the neon sign? Type, please.
Neon sign. Like that.
Ah, neon sign.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, the neon sign
Mhm.
is above the cafe's window.
Above, wait. Above the cafe window.
Cafe window.
Mhm.
Uh,
And
and
now you just have to say the direction words. On the,
on the corner of the street.
that's it, on the corner of the street. And I wrote it for you as well. There's a neon sign above the cafe window on the corner of the street. That's it.
Oh.
That's it. So by adding two location words or two location expressions, it really sounds sophisticated. It sounds like a native speaker. So if you put them both together, it's more precise and it sounds better. Notice you don't have to say, and the cafe is on the corner of the street. You don't have to say it twice. You can cut it out because you already mentioned the cafe. Okay? And one more thing. We don't say the cafe's window. We say the cafe window.
Why?
Why do we? Yeah, why exactly? Why do we say it? The reason is um, cafe window means cafe's window. It means the same thing, but there's no reason to show that the window belongs to the cafe because the window couldn't belong to anything else. It doesn't move. Because it doesn't move, we create a new, we call this a compound noun. Compound noun means a noun with two parts, like policeman is a compound noun. So we
Mm.
can say cafe window because the window cannot belong to anything else because it's physically in the cafe. So we just say cafe window. That's a compound noun. I'm going to write this for you as well. And another example of a compound noun is police officer. That would be a compound noun. Just as another example, fireman is a compound noun. Those kind of words. So in those cases, we don't have to put apostrophe s. It's not necessary. And this is a similar case. Now, if there was a window and there were many kinds of shops behind the window, not just a cafe, maybe we could say, oh no, the cafe's window, not the record store's window. Here, it's not necessary. So, cafe window.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
What about number 7? What is that thing? First, give me an educated guess. What do you think we'd call number 7? So, it's a different kind of a sign, isn't it?
Um, Number 7.
Yeah, it's a sign, but it's a different kind of sign. The neon sign is there to advertise the cafe. But number 7 is a little bit different. Do you know what we call those?
Maybe a poster.
Yeah, it could be a poster, sure. It could be a poster. It could be a billboard. It could be an outdoor. In British English, they say outdoor. Um, or we could just say uh, the the ad or advertisement. You can say all of these things. There's not really one right way to say it. If I say poster, that's for a film or a theater play, normally. If I say billboard, that's for an advertisement for a product, normally. If I say outdoor, that's British English for the same thing, billboard. Or I could just say the ad, but then I have to say, make it clear in the context that it's not an ad on TV, it's an ad on a sign somewhere. An ad, what kind of ad? An ad on the billboard. Okay, so let's try this again with billboard. I'm going to use the word billboard for today. Where's the billboard? So give me your first location word.
Um, the billboard is on the wall of the house.
So the billboard is on the wall of the, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say building. I don't know if it's a house, but maybe it's like a little building. So it's on the wall of the building. That's true. Okay. Let's see if we can describe it in a second way, like we did with the cafe sign. Let's see. So it's on the wall of the building. That's true. And this is 3 dimensions. So can you give me 3-dimensional space now? Like where is it in relation to the movie theater? Where is it in relation to the movie theater?
I don't understand this sentence.
Movie theater. Look in the chat window. So the question is, where is the billboard in relation to the movie theater? The movie theater. Here's my question.
The billboard is above the movie theater.
Good. So the now let's put them together. Let's put both locations together. The billboard is on.
Okay, the billboard is on the wall of the building above the movie theater.
Above the movie theater. Oh, it sounds better that way because it's more precise and you've added 2 points of reference. The billboard is on the wall above the movie theater.
Why?
The billboard.
I'm sorry. Why not the cinema?
Because the cinema is an idea, but the movie theater is a physical location.
Okay.
In fact, in American English, we don't use the word cinema. It's almost never used. In British English, it's more common. But for us, cinema sounds like a theory. You know, and the actual place where we watch the movie is in American English called a movie theater. We use the word theater. So if someone says, I'm going to the theater, they may mean that they're going to see a movie. Or they'll say, the movies, meaning the movie theater. The theater, I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to go see a film. So it's just a strange habit in American English. The right word is cinema, but we don't use it that often. I'm going to add one more piece of information. You said the billboard is on the wall above the movie theater. I agree. It's above the movie theater. Let's change this a little bit. We're going to say it's on the wall over the movie theater, just above that thing. I don't know if you can see number 8. Can you see what that is?
What number?
Number 8. What's just below? What's just below the billboard? What's just below it? All buildings have to have one of these in a city.
Stair.
Yeah, not just any
Please.
kind of stairs, though. The stairs that we use in an emergency, right? We have these stairs that we use only in case of an emergency, specifically a fire. Do you know what we call those?
I don't know.
What? The fire escape. Fire escape. Clear?
Type, please.
1 second. Hard to type and speak. 1 second. There you go. Can you see it?
Okay.
The fire escape. So those are emergency stairs, the fire escape.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see if we can put all three locations together. Because we have on the wall, we have over the cinema. We're going to change above to over. And there's a reason for that. Because the fire escape is just below the billboard. So if we're describing the billboard, we'd say the billboard is just what? The fire escape is just below. So the billboard in relation to the fire escape is just what? What's another way? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. About the billboard again, yes?
Yes, let's try to add all three location words. All three.
It's difficult. Okay, the billboard is on the wall above or over.
You can use both, but let's use over here. By the way, look at the chat window. I gave you little blanks to fill in.
Okay.
So you just have to choose the right preposition or adverb.
The billboard is on the wall over the movie theater just below the fire escape.
Just above the fire escape.
Above?
Above the fire escape. The fire escape is below the billboard. The billboard is above the fire escape. So the billboard is just above the fire escape.
Why just above? Just.
Because it's very close.
Okay.
So just above is very close to the fire escape, but going up. Just below is going down. All right. So it's not bad. We've already got lots of choices to talk about three-dimensional space. I'm going to ask you about something now, using only location words. You see if you can figure out where I am in the map or on the picture, and then we'll reverse roles and you try. Tell me something. What's on top of the movie theater right on the edge? What's on top of the movie theater right on the edge? Right on the edge, or I should say even better, ledge. Ledge is really the right word, like this. What's on top of the movie theater right on the ledge?
Just a minute. Oh, I can say only numbers because I don't know these words.
It's not what you're going to learn them. So what's the number?
Number 12, number 10, number 9, number 11.
Right, but which one is on the ledge? Out of 11, out of 10, out of 9, 10, 11, 12, which one is right on the ledge? What do you think? Which one is closer to the ledge of the roof? So you have to guess what ledge means. I'll give you a hint. Ledge is the thing that stops people from falling off the roof. If you don't have a ledge, you might accidentally fall off the roof. The ledge protects people from falling off. So which one of those is closest to the ledge?
Number 9.
Number 9 is closest to the ledge? Really? I would say number 9 is the farthest from the ledge. Because number 9 is closest to the wall. That's true. To the wall, that the red wall. That's true. But for me, number 11 is closest to the ledge. So, what color is the ledge, Natalia, in the picture? What color is the ledge? What does it
Uh,
look like there?
Pink or orange?
Well, for me, the orange thing is really the roof of the movie theater. The
Ah,
Yeah, that's it. So the white strip, that's the ledge. And that ledge is like a little wall that stops people from falling off the roof. So the orange is the roof, the red is the wall, and the white strip that you see is the ledge. It's like a little wall. Okay, and number 11, I don't know if you can see it really well. Number 11 is like it's where the air goes when you have air conditioning. So it's the ventilation. Ventilation, like this, ventilation. Because it's like a tube, we could call it ventilation shaft. I don't really know what the right word is, actually. So we're going to say, what was my question? I forgot. What's on top of the movie theater, right on the ledge? So say that back to me, giving me the answer.
um, there's a ventilation shaft.
That's correct. Yeah. Keep going.
Am I right?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, keep going.
Oh,
On.
ah, on the ledge.
Okay, right on the ledge.
Right on
Right
the ledge.
on the ledge is correct. That's it. And you
There's
could,
a there's a ventilation shaft right on the ledge.
that's it. And that's number 11. Now I want you to ask me about something in the picture using any of the location words we've discussed. Okay? So you can say, what is the thing above, below, through, underneath, over, on top of, in between. Try to use, if you can, 2 location expressions, if it's possible. Okay?
Okay.
Give it a try. By the way, you don't have to know what the thing is. You don't have to know the right word because you're just asking the question. I have to guess what the thing is.
I don't know number 28 and number 25. What is this?
28.
And
Good.
25.
28 is not very clear. That's true. 28 is supposed to be, when people pollute, when people pollute a city, they take their trash and they throw it on the streets. Pollution, right?
Pollution.
Pollution means putting your garbage on the street. So,
Okay.
so the word for that is called in English litter. Number 28 is supposed to be litter. Litter means personal pollution, not pollution from a factory. But, when they don't care, they don't use a trash can. They just throw whatever, garbage, food, cigarettes, whatever. That's called litter. So number 28 is supposed to be litter. And number 25 is supposed to be number 25. In a city, if there isn't a lot of money to fix the roads and it rains a lot, what happens to the road, Natalia?
And what happens?
Yeah. So you're in a city, The city doesn't have a lot of money. There's a lot of rain. There's a lot of traffic. What happens?
Okay. Um,
What happens
maybe
to the street over time?
um, peeps.
Peeps? What's a peep?
Oh,
Pits. Okay, almost. We don't say pits. We say holes, and specifically we say potholes. Like this, potholes. Why are they called potholes? I really don't know. Maybe because they're as big as the pots that you use on your stove. I don't really know. So, you're right. We don't say the word pits though. Pits is usually in like dirt. So on the street, we call these potholes. And they happen because there's a lot of rain and there's heavy traffic, and the asphalt starts to wear out, and then it creates these potholes, big holes in the street. So 28 is supposed to be litter, 25 is supposed to be potholes. Okay? So
okay.
I want you to ask me the question. Don't tell me what it is. Just show me where it is through your question. Like my question was, what's the thing on the wall over the theater just above the fire escape? Oh, there's a billboard on the wall over the theater just above the fire escape. So I want you to ask me a similar question about any of the features of this street scene, okay?
Okay. uh, one moment, please.
Sure. Remember, you don't have to have any vocabulary for this. You just have to use location words. Above, below, over, beneath, behind, in front of. Just those kind of words.
What is on the wall
Hmm?
of the movie theater opposite the street light?
Okay, good. What's on the wall opposite the street light? I'm going to write that as well. I would say there's a movie poster on the wall opposite the street light. Very good. There's a movie poster on the wall. It's a poster of Bambi. Did you ever see Bambi?
Yeah.
It's a poster of Bambi. There's a movie poster on the wall opposite the street light. Okay, very good. Tell me something. What is below the ledge on the curb of the sidewalk? What's below the ledge of the theater? Below the ledge of the theater, right on the curb of the sidewalk. What's below the ledge of the theater, right on the curb of the sidewalk? Right on the curb. What do you think?
Number 15.
For me, it's number 16, because number 15 is not right on the curb, but number 16 is. It's
Okay.
right on the curb.
Hmm.
If you don't know the word, you can
I don't
say
know. I
you
don't
can
know
say
the word.
you can say what it does. What is that? What's the purpose of that thing? What does it do?
Mm,
What do we use it for? Number 16. What do we use it for?
mm,
What's inside of it? Is there money inside of it? No. Are there people inside of it? No. So what's inside of it, Natalia? Do you know?
mm-mm.
Water is inside of it. Water is inside of it. So What's the purpose of that thing? The purpose is to put out a fire. It's one of those things on the street to get water to put out a fire. Is that clear?
Okay.
So what do we call the thing on the street that we use to get water quickly if there's a fire? The fire department uses these, and that's why you are not allowed to park in front of them. Do you know what we call those?
No.
We call these, what number was that? Yeah, number 16. We call these fire hydrants. There's a fire hydrant below the ledge, right on the curb of the sidewalk. Your answer looks like that. Read that back to me so that I know that you got it. Read it back to me. What's on the ledge of the theater right on the curb of the sidewalk, Natalia?
There is a fire uh,
Hydrant.
there's a fire hydrant below the ledge right on the curb of the sidewalk.
That's it. That's it. So, is that clear what number 16 is, what the purpose is?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's the
Okay. So, tell me something. What's on the opposite corner? What's on the opposite corner directly across from the cafe? What's on the opposite corner directly across from the cafe?
repeat, please. What?
What's on the opposite corner directly across from the cafe?
Maybe there's a bus station.
Maybe, almost, directly across from the cafe. So look at my question in the chat window. And if I were asking about the bus stop, I would say, what's on, not the opposite corner, I would say what's on the corner directly in front of the cafe. That is a bus stop, number 29. Okay, but I'm asking you about which number? The opposite corner directly across from the cafe. What number am I talking about, Natalia?
Maybe number 2.
Exactly, number 2. Number 2 is something that you have to put coins into. Those things on the street that you put coins into. In the old days, we used to put coins into them. Nowadays, we go to the corner, we put the money in the machine, it gives us a little ticket, we put the ticket in the windshield of the car, and we do not get our car towed away by the police. So what's number 2? Do you know what we call that?
I don't know.
Look in the chat window.
Okay. Parking meter.
That's it. It's a parking meter. It's one of those old style parking meters. So there's a parking meter on the opposite corner directly across from the cafe. That's it. Okay, let's try one more. This time you're asking the question. One more. Make it a good one.
Okay. What's behind the parking meter?
What's behind the parking meter? Good question. What's behind the parking meter? I see some graffiti right behind the parking meter on the yellow wall. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah.
I see graffiti. Graffiti. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. 1 second. I
know this word. I know.
I see graffiti on the yellow wall behind the parking meter. Natalia, what's above the street? What's above the street?
There's a traffic light above the street.
There's a traffic light above the street. I agree. There's a traffic light above the street, and sometimes we also say, sometimes we'll say a stoplight, but traffic light is better because stoplight just stops you. And in this case, we've got stop, go, and yield. We've got three different traffic signs. So traffic light is actually better. But anyway, you'll hear people say stoplight as well. So there's a stoplight above the street, and it's between what? It's between the
It's between the movie theater and the cafe.
right. It's between the movie theater and cafe, right in the middle of the intersection. Right in the middle of the intersection, like this. So I'll add one more thing. It's right in the middle of the intersection. What else? What else is right in the middle of the intersection but underneath, far underneath, below the traffic light? So right in the middle of the intersection, in fact, right in the middle of the street, what are those things below the traffic light?
It's number 24.
Yeah, it's number 24.
But I don't know this word.
What do you think? What would you call it if you had to describe it? What word would you use?
It's a line.
It is. It's a dashed line. Dash. It's dashes or a dashed line.
Okay.
Not dots, but dashes. Okay, that's not the real name. That's just how we could describe it. The real name is center stripe. Center stripe, like this. And it shows that there are two lanes in the street. It's a two-laned street. It's a two-laned street. Whoops. Well, for some reason it's not letting me write the word laned. Anyway, it's like that. It's a two-lane street.
Okay,
Now you
thanks.
know now you know directions. You know directions, you know three-dimensional space. I want you to take a look at the map and tell me if there's anything that you don't know how to say.
Repeat again, please.
Take a look at the map or the picture, the street scene, and tell me if there's anything you see that you don't know how to say.
Okay, number 26, number 22, 23.
23? Okay, right, yeah, I see. Okay, what does 26 do? What's its function?
People can put their letter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People can put their letters in that box.
Letters.
Letters.
Oh.
So we call that, what do we call that? 26, we call that a mailbox. A mailbox like this. Or I should say 2026 mailbox. 22. That's easy. What's the purpose of 22? That one's easy, right? What's the function of number 22? What does it do for us?
We can see the.
We can see what?
I tried to say.
What's written? What's written at the top of 22? Normally, what would be written there?
Maybe the Name of the buildings.
Of the
Uh,
buildings?
no. Um, I don't
Remember,
know.
remember, we're in America, so for us, the names of the streets are usually on a sign like that, not on the side of a building. In Europe, normally they're written on the building, but in America they're written on a sign that sticks out on the corner of the street. So number
Mhm.
22 is a street sign. The street sign, and it has the names of the streets. Has the names of the streets on it. So it's a street sign.
Okay.
So number 22 is a street sign.
In my city, the street sign is above the road. Are
Above
above
the
the road.
above the road?
Yes, like
Like,
the traffic light
oh, I see, I see. Oh, okay. Where do you live?
in Russia.
But is that common all over Russia or just in your part of Russia? Is that a common way to mark the streets in Russia? They have them hanging from the above the road?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've never seen it before. That's why I'm asking.
I
I've
can send you a picture.
do it.
Okay.
Share your screen. Let me ask you another question about 23. I don't know if you can see what 23 is, but I can tell you that 23 is a kind of a hole, and the purpose of it is to go down into the sewer. So it's the access for people to go down into the sewer to do maintenance work. So do you recognize what 23 is now?
Um,
What's that? A well?
mm, well, a sound.
So we have a special name for this. Number 23 is what we call manhole. Why a manhole? Because a manhole is usually an iron covering at the entrance of the city sewer. So 23 is a manhole.
Okay. There
Don't
are
ask
so many new words.
a lot of words, but you can keep this picture and you can review them later. And also I have a list of all the words in the picture, both this picture and the one before. So it's a lot of words, but you can practice on your own too. As long as we try to say, what we see and where it is. As long as you get the input in class, afterwards you'll be able to remember it pretty easily. So there's a few things that are not so obvious here. Um, Take a look at number 3. Number 3 is not very obvious, is it? What's in front of the parking meter? I don't.
Hmm. I don't
What
know.
what do we normally put in front of a parking meter on the street?
Mm, Maybe it's uh, it's the parking lot.
Almost. We don't say lot here because it's not an empty space. It's a street. But you're right. It's for cars. So we say it's number 3 is a parking space.
Ah, okay.
Parking space.
Okay.
Are there any parking spaces in front of the cafe? Are there parking spaces in front of the cafe? Do you see any?
In front of the cafe?
Yeah. Are there any parking spaces in front of the cafe? Do you see any parking spaces in front of the cafe?
No, I
No,
can't.
because it's a bus zone.
Yeah.
So public transport goes in front of the cafe, you're not allowed to park your car there. If you do, you'll get a ticket. Get a ticket if you park there. That means you'll have to pay a fine. Let me see some other things that are not so obvious in the picture. Right in front of the curb, between the street sign and the street light. Can you see what that thing is? Right in front of the curb, between the street sign and the street light, on the street. Can you tell what that thing is? Do you see which number I'm referring to?
Maybe number 15?
Number 15. Number 15 is on the street lamp itself, on the street light.
Sorry.
But I'm saying on the street itself, right at the curb, right on the curb, on the street, below the street lamp, between the street lamp, I should say street light, between the street light and the street sign, directly in front of the door of the movie theater. Which number am I referring to?
Number 20.
Number 20 is not directly in front of the door. Number 19 is directly in front of the
door. Yes, number 19.
So, what's the purpose of number 19? What does it do? What's its function? That kind of a hole, what does it do?
This is for water.
Exactly. It's for water. We call that the drain. The drain.
The drain, okay.
So number 19 is the drain, and number 18 is the part below the curb. It's part of the drain. It's a little bit lower than the rest of the street. We call that the gutter. The gutter. So water runs along the gutter and it goes into the drain down into the sewer. So that's the way to keep the rain off of the street, to keep the water from collecting on the street. Water runs along the gutter, down into the drain, down the drain and down into the sewer. Okay, and between the manhole and the drain, what do we have? Between the manhole and the drain. You can tell me what it is, or you can tell me what the purpose is between the manhole and the drain.
I can't see.
Take a look. Do you see number 20?
Yes. Is it number 20?
Yeah, number 20. So number 20 is between the manhole, number 23, and between the drain, number 19.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
So you can either name it or tell me what the purpose is of that thing.
This is a crosswalk.
Good, crosswalk. But people cross the street at the crosswalk. That's it. It's a crosswalk. And that's pretty much it. We've covered pretty much everything in the picture. Maybe we didn't talk that much about what's on the roof, but those things on the roof aren't really that important. But we can talk about them if you like. So we did the ventilation shaft. Number 12. What do you think? Number 12 is like. Number 12 is funny looking, but in a house, you have the same thing. Particularly if you want to keep warm in an old house, you had to burn wood, and the smoke would go up out of the house through what?
Okay.
What's the thing that lets the smoke escape from the fireplace? What do you think, Natalia? In an old house. So number 12 is a modern version of an old thing. What do you call the place where the smoke escapes when you're burning a fire in the house?
Um, just a minute. Mm, I don't know.
Number 12 is chimney, like this. A chimney.
Oh,
It's a chimney,
of course.
right? So you've
I
got
I
a
know I know this word, but I don't know.
it doesn't look like a normal chimney, but anyway, that's what it's supposed to be. So
Mhm.
number 12 is a chimney. Number 11 is the ventilation. Number 10 is not very clear. Number 10 is like the the doorway to get to the roof, so it's that doesn't look very clear. Number 9, that's a pretty good example actually. Number 9 has glass in it, and that glass lets light come into the building. Do you know what we call it when there's a window in the ceiling of a or a window in the roof of a building? Do you know what we call that?
No.
That is a skylight. Number 9 is a skylight. Skylight.
Okay. Thanks.
There you go. So you now know lots and lots of vocabulary for things on a street in a city. You know words for three-dimensional locations, and you know words for two-dimensional locations. To finish class, Natalia, I want you to give me directions from your house to the supermarket. I can't see the picture because you don't have one, but I want you to describe how do you have a supermarket close to your house?
Mm, repeat, please.
Do you have a supermarket close to your house?
No, I haven't.
Ah, what's close to your house?
Um, a hairdresser.
A hairdresser. Okay. So what I want you to do is give me directions from your house to the hairdressers. Let me give you an example. If I were going to tell you how to get to the supermarket from my house, I would say this. I would say, okay, when you leave the house, you go down the street a block, you pass the furniture store, there's a big IKEA there, and then you go up the hill where you'll see there's an overpass. An overpass means a highway that's up above the street, like the highway that's on a kind of a bridge. Call that the overpass. So you go under the overpass, then you got to walk up the stairs, you go around the rotunda, and then you'll find the supermarket right in front of you. So just to repeat, you go down the street a block, past the furniture store, up to the overpass, then you go up the stairs around the rotunda, and you'll find yourself at the big shopping center and the supermarkets inside. Okay? So using the location words we've learned, I want you to give me directions to the hairdressers.
Oh, okay. Um, uh, when I leave my house, I should go down the street. Uh,
So far, so good. By the way, you can say you if you're giving directions rather than I. So when you leave my house, go down the street. So when you leave my house, go down the street. Okay. So far, so good. Then
uh,
what?
then left to the or
Make a left.
make a left
Good.
and and the hairdresser in the second building.
On your right or left?
Yes,
Yeah, but when you're there, it's the second building to the right, to the left. What?
to the left.
To the left. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can quickly draw a picture of this. I have to figure out what I can use to draw the picture. Hang on a second. Sketch. I think I have a little drawing program. I used to. Maybe I still have it. Hang on just a second. Do I still have it? Yeah, I do. Okay, let me see if I can open this program. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the directions you just gave me. If I can get this to work. If I can't get it to work, then forget it. I don't know. Let me see if I can get it to work. 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if I can open this program. It's very slow. Maybe I can't do it. So let me think if there's another thing I can open. Oh, okay, I could open Paint. That's easier. Yeah, let me open Paint. That's a lot easier. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second. Now
Okay.
my computer is now frozen because I tried to open too many things. Hold on a second here. All right, I need to close everything for a second because everything's stuck. 1 moment. 1 moment, 1 moment. Oh, wait, now I got Sketch open. It's slow, but it's open. Okay, let me see if I can. There was a problem connecting to Evernote. Okay, fine. I don't want to connect to Evernote. I want to close this. Close the program. Fine. Okay, let me go back and try to share my screen one more time. Okay, now on your screen you should see a white space. Okay, and what I want you to do is just say the directions one more time for me, and I'm going to try to draw them so that you can see how your directions come across. Oh, this thing is not, it's not letting me draw. Wait, no, I have to close this. Hold on. For some reason, it's acting funny. Let me try to open Paint because that's a little bit easier. And now it won't let me even close the program. Okay. Let me share my screen with Paint. It's a little bit easier. 1 second. There we go. Okay, so one more time, Natalia. So if I'm at your house, how do I get to the hairdressers? One more time.
Um,
There's your
I,
house, by the way, on the screen. You can see your house.
mm, when I leave my house,
When you leave my house, you're giving
okay.
directions. When you leave my house,
When you leave my house, you should go down the street.
oh, okay, 1 second. So I'm leaving your house, okay? And now I'm going to go down the street, okay? There you go. Oops.
And
Oh, wait, I lost my arrows. Sorry. Okay, one more time. There, I'm leaving your house, and now I'm going down the street. Okay. Okay, there we go.
and you should left
Make.
make a left,
Okay, I'm making a left. Okay.
and the hairdresser is on the second building.
The hairdressers is not the first, but the second building. To my
Yes,
right or to my left?
to your left.
To my left. Oh, okay. Okay, and then let's put a little H, and a little H for hairdresser. And that's it. It should be right here. Did I get it right?
Yes.
That's it. Very good. Not bad. Let's see if I can give you a gold star for effort. I'm going to give you a big gold star on the hairdresser. See it? There's your gold star. All right. Very good. Very good. So this is a simple thing that we can do to practice directions. Basically, now we can look at a picture, get some vocabulary, get some location words, and then a great thing to do is use a free program. In this case, I'm using Microsoft Paint, and try to trace the route through the city or through the location. Maybe what I can do in the next time is draw directly on the map as well, or get different kinds of maps for different people, and we can practice giving directions and see how it sounds. Basically, if you practice a few times, you'll get it. Okay, very good, Natalia, very good.
Thank
So,
you.
thank you. Are you exhausted now? Are you exhausted? Are you worn out from giving directions?
Uh, Type, please.
Are you exhausted now? Exhausted means very tired. Equals very tired. You did a lot of work. Are you exhausted?
No.
No, you're good? Okay.
I'm not.
So, in that case, go to your next verb in class, and I'll be back. I'm here next week, and then I'm off. So next weekend I won't have learning through pictures, but in 2 weeks I'll be back. And if you want to keep practicing directions, we'll make it a little bit more complicated for the next time. We'll add some maybe different kinds of maps, or we can start a new unit. Okay? If you have any suggestions, send me a message and I'll turn your suggestion into a class. That's it for now. I'll see you next time, and I'll be back, by the way, Monday morning for pronunciation practice and the next Getting Results in Business class, Monday morning from 10 to 12 GMT. Okay, bye for now. Have a good weekend, Natalia.
Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.